It's kind of boring. It's somewhat entertaining. It's a nice, easy, light watch. You're not getting the bombshells. It's not like she walked in on the bloodletting ceremony where they were eating people. She simply, she couldn't deal with the spotlight. This is the problem. The intense scrutiny that came along with dating this guy apparently was too much for her to bear. And the only way out of that is to move to Hollywood and get in a deal with Netflix. It makes sense. She wants her privacy back. Dummies. She wants her privacy back. That's why she has a $100 million deal with Netflix to do documentaries about her. Because she likes her private life. But kudos to her. I like to see people win. It makes me happy. I like her. I like what's behind her eyes. It's a thing that will jump out of her when she dies and jump into another person. And then animate them to do wild shit. Growing up where she grew up, the fact that she's married a prince and living in Montecito, you can't not respect that. You have to respect it. Did she destroy a lizard family to get there? Sure, who cares? Who gives a fuck? Shut up. I respect what she did. I respect what lives behind her eyes. I respect that vacant darkness that's behind the eyes of every actress. This is what I respect. And I've talked to so many of them. There's just something there that isn't there. And there's something that it doesn't have a form. It's an ambition. It's a control. It's a need to transcend where you are and go somewhere else. It's a need to arrange the world in a way that pleases you, a way that you feel that you can succeed. It's a competitive advantage. It's a darkness. It's an emptiness. It's a vacancy. It's a glare. And I like it. It makes me feel comfortable. I see it in many people that I look at. I see behind their eyes. You don't look at the eye. You look behind the eyes. What is behind them? It is that raw ambition. It is that empty, hollow, vacant elevator shaft that goes straight to the bottom, straight to the id. It is the spiders that crawl in the back of your head, just waiting for the flies to feast. Using your tongue and your mouth to weave the webs that you catch other people in. It is actually something that is quite nice. It is quite nice. There's something beautiful about that darkness, that place that she goes, where she lived above a garage in the valley, and it was hot, and it was stinky and smelly, and the garbage was everywhere. And now she's in Montecito with the breeze, and it hits her by the pool, and she's looking at her child going, that baby's not growing up how I grew up. She used what she had. She clawed. She clawed. She just did it. And you have to respect it. That thing that gets lost in her smile that's there. And it's what drives civilization forward, because men want to fuck these women. And that's what makes civilization happen, folks. Okay? Not everybody wants to fuck the 3 a.m. pincushion pig. Sometimes you want a real hottie, and sometimes that hottie has plans for you. And she had plans for this retard. And she executed them brilliantly. And that's the thing I think we all have to really remember. We all have to really remember that it's a story of winning. It's a story of a woman winning. And it's not something that, people are understanding it in the wrong way. They're like, well, she took him from his family. Perhaps, sure. Number one, we don't even know. We just covered earlier. Maybe it isn't his family. And number two, his new family is with her and Netflix. He's part of the Netflix family, and that's a family. It's a family with a lot of fucking money. So, listen.